EOC TV, the Southeast News Leader.
What if I told you there was an invention being used right here at home that could turn the average person into a runner, keep athletes moving even when they're hurt, thank you, and help those without the ability to walk get back on their feet?
Now, that may sound too good to be true, but it is happening in Savannah. A treadmill of all things invented by NASA. Our Don Baker heard about it and, as you might suspect, was intrigued.
Dawn, this cannot be, and we've seen a few pictures. Clearly, it's not your average treadmill.
No way. This is the closest thing to space age we will ever get. It's called the Ultra G, and it's nothing short of amazing. Physical therapist Ernest Ledesma brought the first one to our area just a few months ago. I heard people talking about it, but nothing could really compare me for the feeling. It's like running in the clouds. I feel my feet hitting, but it's no pain or not that jarring sensation you would get from running outside. Don't be fooled. This is no ordinary treadmill. You have to wear these shorts that look like tutus, and then we climb inside and zip ourselves into the Ultra G.
It is a treadmill that uses an air system, an air bladder system, to help to unload one's body weight off the treadmill deck.
That makes it easier for people like me to run longer on the Ultra G than we would be able to run on the ground. Here's why. I can take as much weight off my joints as I want, essentially lightening my load. For example, if I weighed 100 pounds and took off 50% of my body weight,
Only 50 pounds of pressure would be landing on the treadmill deck. So it's as if somebody just took 50 pounds of your body weight off of you,
which equals less trauma to the muscles and tendons. I'm just starting, but about 6 months ago, Sandy Streeter could barely walk, trying to recover from 2 torn Achilles tendons. He reluctantly listened to Ernie and gave the Ultra G a try.
It's gotten me moving again because I have pretty much given up.
The Ultra G has completely changed his life. Without even changing his diet, Sandy dropped 45 pounds.
I'm running between 15 and 17 miles a week, a little between 5 and 5.5 miles a day, 3 times a week.
Ernie has helped many people as heavy as 400 pounds lose weight on programs he designed for them on the Ultra G.
they're able to get into this wonderful fitness weight loss program, work on their cardiovascular system, and decrease the risk of injury.
Sandy is one of his many success stories.
Still, I'm not a runner, but I'm addicted to that.
At least it's a healthy addiction that is warming up some very unlikely people to the idea of running. Meet Tammy Quirk. Like Sandy, Ernie is her physical therapist. This grandmother watched others on the Ultra G and could not resist, even though she has never run before.
I asked Ernie if he thought he could teach me to run, and he said no problem. And I trust Ernie with my life, so off we went.
Now she's running, training to do something she has never done before.
If I have a 13-year-old grandchild who is a devoted runner, and I wanted to be able to run in a race with her.
She has no idea you're doing it.
None whatsoever. This is going to be part of her birthday present.
Whether it was surgery, injury, or just trying to get in shape that brought them here, the patients can all agree Ernie keeps them coming back.
I've come in here after surgery, just terrible, excruciating. Ernie will pick your spirits up. You're going to get better here. I mean, he's a miracle worker. He really is.
So as you can see, everybody loves Ernie. This visionary who brought the first anti-gravity treadmill to our area is one of our own, a Claxton native, a graduate of Sunny School. He always goes down to Pinewood Christian. He's so happy with the machine. He is able to help so many people in such a short period of time. Now, tomorrow on the News at 6, we're going to show you how the Ultra G is specifically helping runners literally run through any injury.
Ooh, that's going to be important for a lot of people we know training for the Rock and Roll Marathon who are already starting.
I'm one of them.
Yep.
Downright Pinewood patriotic. Thank you, Dawn.
Well, people who suffer from strokes, spinal cord injuries, Parkinson's disease, or severe osteoarthritis many times become confined to a wheelchair. They're just unable to walk.
This is exciting. It really is. Do you know there's something new to our area that is giving a lot of those people who cannot walk hope? Really. Dawn Baker joins us with more on Ultra G, and that's exactly what it does.
Don, you told us about this yesterday, about the benefits for runners, but now there are actually medical benefits.
Yes, there are. It is really like a miracle. That anti-gravity treadmill is about a whole lot more than just exercise. It's helping many with debilitating diseases get back on their feet and regain their independence. After 2 strokes and 32 falls that landed him in the emergency room, no one would have ever thought 86-year-old Thomas Hargist would be walking without help, let alone on a treadmill.
I couldn't get out of the chair.
An 86-year-old male that had suffered 2 strokes over the past few years, and also combined with that, he's got severe osteoarthritis in his spine and his hips and his knees.
With so many serious medical issues, Hargist was suffering, and his health was also taking a tremendous toll on his wife, Neva. His doctor sent him to Ledesma Sports Medicine to try the Ultra G.
When he came to me, they were in dire straits, and his wife was so concerned because she was really suffering as well, in the sense that she was having to really struggle to help take care of him at home.
At first, he could only walk 3 minutes on the Ultra G. Now, he's working out 65 minutes 3 times a week. This treadmill has completely changed their lives. Look at them now as they work out together, side by side.
At home, I couldn't do anything. Well, it did everything for me. And now I can take care of myself a lot better. It's easier on her that I can do some things for myself.
This family calls the Ultra G a godsend, giving Hargist the freedom he was sure he had lost.
It's so simple, and it does so much good, you know? I mean, this is as good to me as rockets flying to the moon, because I can use this.
After about 4 months, not only is he getting around better, but Hargist lost more than 20 pounds, and his health has dramatically improved.
My doctor can't believe it. When I went back to see him, he said, I don't know what you're doing, but keep on doing it.
His progress has Ledesma smiling from ear to ear.
To say that I get pleasure seeing people get better is an understatement, because it is just awe-inspiring to me. Even having been in physical therapy for 19 years, to see people do things in such a short period of time has been absolutely amazing and mind-boggling to me.
And there are definitely many stories like Thomas Hargist right there at Ledesma Sports Medicine. If you would like to learn more about the Ultra G and Ledesma Sports Medicine, where it is located, go to our website and look for the story on the homepage, and under the Special Reports tab, you'll find all the contact information, including a link to their Facebook page. But isn't that amazing?
That'll make you a believer.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Golly.
So proud of him. I want to see how he does after a while more.
Yeah, we need to do a follow-up on him later on. I certainly will.
Let's do. Thanks a lot, Dawn.
You know, when an athlete gets hurt, that injury can completely take them out of the game.
There's no doubt about it. Sometimes out of commission for weeks, even months. But there's something new that could change all of that. Our Dawn Baker has been telling us about the Ultra G, and it really does alter the G force, the weight of your body, quite some time throughout the halls of WTOC. She joins us now with more about this. An athlete working through an injury using this amazing machine. You got my interest, though.
Well, she certainly is, without even missing a beat. Even a year ago, a hamstring tear would have sidelined Mertha Maddox, but no more, thanks to the anti-gravity treadmill known as the Ultra G. She's training just as if she had never been injured. Just look at her go, running a mile in just over 9 minutes. On track to run more than 6 miles per hour. Even more impressive, Mertha Maddox is injured. She has a torn hamstring, but the Ultra G allows her to work through her injury. Without this NASA invention, she says she would be grounded.
I was constantly still on the ground 3 or 4 days a week. The injury would not have time to rest, and I would not be able to still run.
This treadmill is one way athletes like Mertha are staying on track, even when an injury should have sidelined them.
We've just had the capacity to help athletes, elite runners, recreational runners that have been suffering from some type of an orthopedic problem, an overuse injury, and get them to the point where they can train through the injury, okay, and not overstress the tissue, and never lose their cardiovascular fitness.
It was nice to be able to say that I could come somewhere and be able to run still and get the same amount of exercise that I was doing before, but not having as much pressure.
That's crucial for this runner as she trains for her first full marathon. She's a serious competitor now, but she just started her journey about 4 years ago when her friend Ajadi Wynn was diagnosed with breast cancer. Devastated by the news, Mirtha made a commitment to take better care of herself. While Ajadi went through chemo and radiation, Mirtha was running to improve her own health.
At the end, when she got finished, we would do a run together. And unfortunately, she did not survive. And so I did my run in memory of her.
Mirtha has been running ever since, with several races under her belt. She knows what a blessing this treadmill is to her training program. Without it, she would be falling behind schedule. No chance of that happening now.
I enjoy coming here 3 days a week, getting my run in, and being able to feel as if you're still accomplishing something.
Something big, as she keeps her promise to her friend to live a healthier life. Now, Mirtha has big plans this year to take part in 2 triathlons and a full marathon. With the Ultra G in her training arsenal, that shouldn't be a problem at all for her. Tomorrow on the News at 6, though, a story you will have to see to believe. We'll introduce you to a man who was not able to even get out of a chair on his own or walk without someone helping him. Well, in a few short months on the Ultra G, he and so many others are walking again. It is nothing short of a miracle.
It looks like it. Thanks so much, Dawn. Appreciate it.
We're taking a